So this is my first video on my coloring YouTube channel. It's hard for me to say coloring. Um, I already have a doll YouTube channel because I collect dolls. So if you see dolls around, that's why. But and this is my like third attempt doing this video because the first time I stopped it by mistake, and then I don't edit my videos, so I had to restart it. And then the second time I finished it, and then I realized I forgot to show my Anna Carson books. Plus, it was also in vertical mode, and I needed to do it on horizontal mode because of YouTube. So, yeah. So in this video, I'm just going to show my coloring book collection. My coloring supplies, I think I'll do a separate video, and like the way I organize the things in my desk will be a separate video. It will be in the second video because if I do everything in one video, the video will be like an hour long. So in this one, I'm just gonna show my coloring books. I have them here on my desk, but I have some on the drawers on my desk, and then some over here that I don't color in. So all of these go there. So I'm gonna start with the ones down here. So I have this coloring book from Instagram. It's the Fantasy Coloring Book Volume 1. Hidden Magic 20 artists illustrate the photography of Lauren Zernshin. And I got this book from an Instagram page called A Touch of Magic Designs, which they usually have bookish items and fan art and bookish like dust jackets for books and stuff like that. So basically there was pictures taken, see, and then the artist got inspired by the pictures to create designs, like to create coloring pages basically. So I've colored a few of them, but it's been a while since I've colored in it. It's been years. Then I also have the Mortal Instruments coloring book, which I got a long time ago because I've read the books, and I've only colored a few pages in it, as you can see, with marker, I think, and maybe pencil. I have like a random notebook, and then I have the selection coloring book here, which I've colored some pages to with marker and probably pencil. I also have some coloring pages that I printed from an artist on Instagram that makes paper dolls. And he's made paper dolls for like all of the Disney princesses and stuff like that. And it doesn't only do like the character, but he also does the clothes, you know, so that it's a paper doll. You cut it and you put it on the doll. But you can color them obviously because they come black and white, and it's by where is his name? It's by Corinne Jensen on Instagram. So here's some of the ones that I've done. So like Aurora, Ariel, I have Belle, and then I also have Snow White in the bottom. But I also have some other ones that I haven't done. I have a bunch of them. I have 4 other Disney princesses in like another, like in a folder, I think, or a notebook or something. And then I also have these 2 Disney coloring books. This one has stickers, and I got it a long time ago. I never finished it though, but you can see I've colored with pencil and marker and probably some crayons. And then this one I've completed. And yeah. And I really like Disney coloring books. I just wish that there was more where like it's not like color by number or activity coloring books. Like I just wish it was the Disney princesses wearing their different outfits throughout the movies, or like new outfits, you know, because there's not fan art, but there's like artwork from from not maybe Disney, but like I don't know, but it's always the same clothes, which is kind of annoying. So I want like different outfits. And then I also have the Walking Dead coloring book, which I've only colored the first page. I don't think I would color in it more because I don't know. I don't think it's a coloring book that I would necessarily color in. It's just more because it's The Walking Dead. I also have this coloring book. It's a mermaids and mermen coloring book from Annalise Jensen. I got it from Instagram. I got it from Etsy, but I follow her on Instagram because she also does fan art and stuff for like books. And this one here, I've colored all of it, but I can't show you because it has nudity in it. So I've used markers and crayons and pencils. So yeah, there's that. And I think that's it. The other things are notebooks and like that, like drawing book. And yeah, and I think in this folder I have a lot of printed pages, like to color, like the Disney ones. So this is usually where I didn't always have the coloring books here. I used to have them in the drawers, but I've recently put them in here. So yeah. Okay, so now that's all. I've put all of them there. Now I'm gonna go through the ones in my drawers. So here I have Seasonal Wreaths of Plants and Friends by I don't know who is it by. I haven't written it down. It's by the Kodawari coloring book series. There's other ones. I don't know if it shows in the back. It's hard to do this with just one hand. Maybe I should remove the coloring books just because like I don't want to put them all in my bed or in my desk and then I don't know which ones go in which drawer. So I might just pull. That's why I want to pull one by one. This doesn't really work. I don't have space in my desk. Okay, let's see. I think it shows. Okay, yeah. So here's the other one. So this is the one with the cats. I don't know their names because it only says in Japanese. But this one is Mona by Mona. This one I'm not sure. This one I've seen all of these like because I subscribe to a bunch of colorists on YouTube, and I've seen a lot of flip throughs for these ones, and they're so adorable. They're so cute. I love the illustrations, but it's just I feel like some pages are a bit too much detail, I feel like. And sometimes the details are really small too. In some pages I don't really like certain parts of the background. So this one was the one that I liked the most because it looked simpler. So this is I got it recently. And this was the first page I did. And then right after I did this one in the same day. It was really fast because I used this reference as the inspiration for it. The only thing now is I don't know if there's like a character page. They also give some tips. I don't know if there's a character page. Not really. But yeah, so there's that one. I probably won't get the other ones from the collection, but yeah. Now, I also have I want to try to pull out by series, so I'm going to pull out some other books that are like that I don't have more of the series. Okay, so here I have my 2 copies of Life of Witches by Yuzuki. This is a compilation book, so there's 3 books in each because she sells them separately too. And this one is my first copy. I've colored a lot of pages, and I was coloring a bunch of pages in a row, like this one and then one after another basically. But a lot of them like I haven't done background because it was back when I didn't have soft pastel, so I used pencils and markers, like because it's single-sided I can use ohuhu markers. But now my ohuhus are pretty like I feel like dry, so I feel like if I start coloring it might not look like it's dry, but then if it's a big surface it might start to dry. So yeah, but I've colored a few pages. There's a bunch that I still haven't colored, and I've also colored a few in the back. And I was trying to follow through like the same colors, like the hair colors and everything throughout each book. But yeah, and then recently I got a second copy because I just want to do over. You're gonna see that I have a lot of doubles of coloring books, sometimes even triples, because I get into my head that I don't like how a page looks, or I'm not liking how it's turning out. And I just feel like I want to redo that page better, or like, or it's also because I like to practice. Like, for example, I have one copy to like maybe practice or plan a color scheme, or map out where I want to use the colors, and then I'll do it on the other copy. Or because I also want to use markers. So some books that are double-sided, I have copies it was also because I thought, oh, I want to color with markers, and then I changed my mind about it. But yeah, in this newer copy, I only colored the last page, and I used I think it was this first page that I used the soft pastels, and then it ended up fading out, so I went in with pencil, which it looks fine. I'm not like too happy about it, but it's okay. It's like it's the last coloring page of the book, so it's fine. And I wrote down the colors here because I used some Crayola markers. So that's it for Yuzuki. She has other coloring books with like pumpkin heads girl. Now I also got this coloring book a month or so ago. It's the Crittersville Volume 1. There's Volume 2 and Volume 3, and I saw them recently in like a YouTube channel. I can't remember who it was. I don't know the names by heart, and I don't write it down. But I don't know if it's someone I'm subscribed to, or it's just someone that I randomly like got recommended their video, and they were coloring in this. They were hauling it or something. I don't know. And it looked really cute, so I got it from Amazon. It's single-sided, so I could use my markers if I want to. But yeah, I haven't colored in it because I got it in October. In October, I was doing Halloween pages. So yeah, so there's that one. It's the back. Now, okay, now I have the Rita Berman Voyage en Europe and Voyage en Asie. These are the French editions. This is the publisher, Dessin et Tolha. I don't know. I got both of them at Walmart. They were, I think, 24 or 18 Canadian. I'm not sure. Plus I had employee discount. So the Asia one I've barely colored. There's also the paper also seems different than the actual German version. Because the color in these ones is very stark white, and the German version it doesn't seem like it. And the quality of the paper is probably different. So I would kind of prefer to have the German editions, but maybe one day I'll get the second copies like of the German, and then I'll have 2 copies of Europe, 2 copies of Asia. I don't know, because the Asian one, even though I love it, I haven't colored that much in them, but I've colored in the Europe one more. But the Asian one, I feel like because I'm not as knowledgeable in like Asian culture and stuff, I feel like sometimes I don't know what colors things are supposed to be, and I'll have to Google it. Sometimes it's too much work, or like it doesn't matter what color they are, but I still don't know what colors to use. And the only page I've done is this one. I started doing it, and I did it with acrylic paint marker from Artex, which is this big box here. There's 90 of them, and this is when I first got them. So, and I kind of regret it. I don't know if I can go over it with pencil. Maybe I can erase it, or because I can. There's a bit of a surface to it. There's a bit of a. So I don't know. I'll probably have to do the whole page with acrylic paint marker, which kind of sucks. But yeah. And that's pretty much all I've done. I don't think I've done anything else. So yeah, I have to color in it more, and I've saved a bunch of. I have an app where I save a lot of the screenshots and save pictures from like people that I see that I have colored certain pages, like on YouTube, that like people that I follow on YouTube or subscribe to, or on Instagram, and I save them for inspiration, or if I want to like. Even if they don't do color alongs, I want to like copy the page, like because I really like the way they did it, and I try to replicate it. Even though I might not have the same pencil brand, or I don't color the same way, just the color placement basically. But yeah, and this is the Europa one. So this one I colored in October, and it's the Portuguese page, and I just colored it with the colors of the Portuguese flag, which like. Not too happy about it, but it's fine. I've colored these 2. I think I got inspired by someone's coloring page. I don't know if it was coloring Bumblebee or not. But I wrote down the colors. I used Black Widows. I wrote down and then I used the same colors here. And then this one too. I think I also got inspired by coloring Bumblebee, probably. Maybe it was someone else. Again, it's been like few months since I've done those pages, and I didn't write it down. I thought I did. I thought I had written it down. I don't know. And then I did this page, Black Widows, and probably Prismacolor maybe. And then I did this one and this one. This one I haven't finished because I didn't know what colors to do these, but I think I'm just gonna do them brown. And then these ones I'm not sure because I'm trying not to introduce too many colors, but yeah. So those are the two only Rita Berman books that I have. I'm waiting for her new book to arrive because I got it from iMusic. I didn't pre-order it though. So now, like, it hasn't shipped yet because they don't have any copies left, or they're waiting for more from the supplier, I think. So it might take a while until that book arrives. Now next up, okay, so next up I'm gonna show all my Kirby Rosanes books. So this one is Dark Fairy Tales, Color Sinister Stories. I don't remember if I got it from Indigo or like Amazon. Walmart, my Walmart finally has the book, but it's the French edition, so I'm glad I got the English one because the paper will be better. Only page I've done, it's this one. I also did a little bit here in the back to test out the paper and the crayons, and I think it looks good. I don't know if I'm gonna do the page of Rapunzel exactly with these colors, but yeah. And I haven't colored more in it because I get overwhelmed because there's just so much detail, and it's there's so much details that it takes so long to complete a page, and I kind of get bored of it. But then I feel like if I stop to color something else, then I don't want to come back. So plus I want the colors to look, I want the pages to look good. I do have a lot of inspiration pictures saved up, like from other people that have colored pages in this book. Like this one, there's one that I've seen that it's this one. Someone colored it like in a rainbow color, like each bird is a different color, and it looked so nice. I can't remember who it is, but when the time comes, I will have to one of my next videos that I want to do is show all of my completed pages, and I'll show if I can remember that I colored a page the same way as someone else, like or like I got inspired by them. If I remember it, I'll mention it, and I'll mention their names, and I'll search up who it was, because I have it by sections. I have the picture saved by category. I have like just Anna Carson pages. I have Kirby Rosanes pages. I have Joanna Basford, Eerie, etc. So that it's easier to find whenever I'm coloring a page. Because sometimes like I'm just either I don't know which colors to use, or I have like maybe a little bit of a color palette in mind, but not all of the colors, or sometimes I'm just too lazy to think of a color palette, or I don't know, I don't see all of the colors of all of the elements on the page. And but yeah. Now other pages that I have from Kirby Rosanes, other coloring books that I have from Kirby Rosanes, I have this French edition of Myths and Legends. I got it from like for Christmas. I haven't colored in it because again, a lot of details, and I don't want to ruin it, and I want to like be sure of like, you know, what colors I want to use and stuff, but at some point I'll get to it. But yeah. And again, the paper is super white, and I think it's the same, yeah, it's the same publisher as the Joanna Basford books that I have the French version of. I wouldn't mind having the English version too, not gonna lie. My mom has the English version, but oh well. And then I have this copy of Alien Worlds, which is my untouched copy. And then my second copy is down there. And I have colored a few pages in it, or started. And then I have these two copies of Color in a Color Universe, A World of Coloring Challenges. This is my untouched version, and in this one, the only page I've colored is the first page with the globe. I think I colored it on the day that I got this book. I think it was maybe for Christmas or my birthday. And I got I got some like fine tip pens and I colored with them. And yeah, and the second copy I decided to get it like just more, so this one can be the practice, and then this one I can like, you know, or like if I make a mistake, at least I have a second one. And plus I also wanted a do-over on that page. Oh yeah, I also did the last one with marker, with a watercolor marker. So yeah, because there's a color version of it. Also, a lot of the pages here are, I think probably all of the pages here, or most of them, I'm not sure, are pages that are in other of his coloring books, because this one is in the Alien Worlds. So yeah. And then I also have, so there's the Alien one, and then I have Metamorphia, Extreme Coloring Insert Challenge. I've had this one for years too, and I've colored a bunch of pages actually. This one, this one I haven't finished. This one I've done. That one, but yeah. And I don't know if I would get a second copy of this, maybe, if I got it, because Book Outlet sometimes has Kirby Rosanes and Joanna Basford books for like cheap. So maybe I would get it from there, because some of these double copies I've gotten from there. So and now I also have the Throne of Glass coloring book, because I've read the books. I got it a long time ago. I've colored a bunch of pages in it. I wouldn't mind getting a second copy of it either, but I feel like I would want to color like the descriptions are in the book. And then I have 2 copies of the Sarah J Maas ACOTAR coloring book. The copy in the bottom, I have colored a few pages, I think. The top one, I've only colored the main page, the first page. Now, I'm gonna put this book here, and then the other ones after. So now I'm gonna show all of my Joanna Basford books. So this is my first copy of Rooms of Wonder. I've colored a few pages. I did the object page and I kind of don't like it, so that's one of the reasons why I decided to get a second copy. And this one I'll use more maybe as like a practice or something. I never end up doing that though. I just end up straight up coloring in the other version of the book, but oh well. If I'm ever undecided on a color or something, I could just come here and do it. Or if I just want to color without having to think too much about it and just like lazily color, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, this one goes here. I'm gonna keep the other Kirby Rosanes books in there first. Okay, now in the second drawer I have Joanna Basford's Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. I got it recently and I've only colored this book, Belongs to Fitch, and this was before I had the soft pastel, so if I had the soft pastels back then, I would have done this with soft pastels. I'm already low-key tempted to get a second copy of this, not gonna lie, because of this room page. I feel like room pages are so hard to do. It's because there's just so much to color, and I never know what color to make the objects, because I want the page to look cohesive, and I don't know what color to do the background that will not clash with the colors that I've already used in the object. So yeah, I don't hate it. I'm not like, I don't dislike it. It's just that I wish, like, I feel like I could have done better. I also don't like the color of the wood. I try to go for a color of wood that I don't usually go to, but kind of messed up. And I only realized I had pink to use afterwards. So then I was like, oh shit, I need to add some pink. So yeah, and then I did this one, which I really like. So even if I got a second copy, I'd probably do it the same way. Then this, and that's it. I haven't done anything else. But yeah, I need to color more in this book, but I don't know if I want a second copy or not. And I don't know what to do for the background. I probably should leave it white, but I feel like it looks incomplete without it. Maybe I could just shade, but I feel like that's also not gonna look good. But I don't know. But yeah, I need to like color in it. No. There. Now, I also have the 30 Days of Creativity, draw, color, discover your creative self. I don't know how to draw, but I got this book because it has some cute images, so I used some gel pen. I don't know which gel pen I use. Oh, I know which ones. Never mind, they're all pretty dry now. This one, and this one. I also drew this a little bit, and this, and I think that's it. Yeah, there's some cute pages in this one, but yeah, so I have those two. I also have some other free printable coloring pages. So I have some from Clara Markova, which I don't have any of her coloring books because they're very expensive. I want to buy one eventually, and then just I'll have to watch a flip through video and decide which one do I want to buy. If I like multiple ones, I'll buy one at a time because on Etsy they're really expensive. They're between 50 to 70 Canadian dollars plus tax plus shipping. And shipping, I don't know how much it will be. It will probably be a lot because it comes from Europe. And I think I have to message the seller because the listing that I saw on Etsy, it said to message if you're in Canada to message the seller because the seller needs to do a separate listing. So then it's like, what if shipping is a lot? Another coloring artist that I want to like watch a flip through and decide which coloring book I want to get first from them is Russell James Art coloring books, because he has a few that are really cute that I really like. He just came out with a new one for winter, and that one is really cute. But yeah, and they're single-sided, and some of his books have the double with the difference. So one, it has like the black background, and then like a few differences, and then the other page has white background and like different elements. So here's another one, and he does free printable coloring pages like every month, I think. I haven't been downloading them, and I haven't been like saving them on my computer, but yeah. And then I also have by this artist. I like her pages. I like her coloring books. I like the artwork, but I feel like it's too overwhelming. There's just too much going on. But once I see them colored, it's so pretty. It's by Melpomene. I cannot say that. I cannot say her name. It's so long. But she has a new coloring book that came out recently, and I think we had it at my Walmart, the French version. But I didn't I was like, no, I don't think I will get it because I feel like I'm not gonna end up coloring it. But yeah, I have a few of her free pages, so I could like color this one to see. But this is a printer paper, so it's not also good paper for marker. But yeah, these are some of the pages. I have more, and I have more to print, but it's just I haven't because I barely color in these. So here's one that I've done. I think I would want to do this one again though. Plus, again, my markers are kind of dry, so I think like they will start running out when I'm coloring with them. Here's my last few coloring books by Joanna Basford. So I have Worlds of Wonder, which I have colored a few pages, like those ones, and I got inspired by the colored versions that Coloring Bumblebee did. I just used different colors, I think, because I think she also used pastels, but she used another pencil brand, I think. I'm not sure. It's been a few months. And I wrote down the colors, and I used the Brit Funer's macaroon pencil, so I did both of these. No, I think I did more. Those ones with the cakes, I might these ones too. Coloring Bumblebee. Yeah, I think I wrote it here. Coloring Bumblebee. Yep. It's just I think she did use different colors. Oh, I hate that this. Ooh, see, if I had the soft pastels back when I did this page, I would have used it to do the background. I would have done like a square maybe. That would have looked cute. But now, like, if I use the soft pastels, it's gonna go on like the elements, and it's gonna be hard to erase. But it would have looked cute actually. And if I do it with pencil, it's just gonna take too long and it's gonna be streaky and not streaky, but and I wouldn't even know what color to do it actually. If I ever get a second copy of this coloring book, I think I would do it like the yellow back. Maybe it doesn't need the background. I don't know. And then these ones too. I did. I don't know if I'll these 4 pages that I just showed you. I don't know if I'll come back and like add gel pen or acrylic paint marker like on the dripping. I feel like it'll look good, but I might mess it up. So maybe it's better not. I think that's it. I've saved a lot of pages, and I have a lot of ideas for a lot of these pages. Ideas that are from me or from like the inspiration pictures that I've saved that I've seen people color. But yeah, so there's this one. This is my second copy of Rooms of Wonder. I've colored this one, which again inspired by Coloring Bumblebee. I used the Brut Funer Pastel 72 set, and I used some acrylic paint marker too. Yeah. And then I did this one, which again also inspired by Coloring Bumblebee, but I think she might have used other pencils. I used markers and Black Widows. Yeah, I think it was Black Widows. And I used acrylic paint pen too, and glitter gel pen, I think. Yeah, I like how it looks. Yeah, I think that's all of it. Then I have both of her newer coloring books, which is the it's in the French version, so it's Monde Magique. It's the Magical Worlds. And I got both of these copies at the same time from Walmart because I was thinking, okay, I want to color one page marker, like this one I would color with marker on this copy, and then in the other copy I would color this one. So, and I've done a few pages. So these ones I did with marker when I still had that idea. I don't dislike them, they're fine. I could go over with pencil, but maybe it would ruin them, so maybe it's better not. And then I did this one. I used soft pastels. And then that was another one here too. I think I got inspired by, did I write it down? Oh, this is another inspiration thing that I want to do in Magical Worlds. It's a page that has diamonds with flowers, and then I wrote down like each month for each like diamond, and it was by Color and Bumblebee that in her video where she ranks her Joanna Basford books. And then there's some other ones too, some other pages too that I have ideas for. This one was by someone else, I think, but I didn't copy it all of it. I didn't copy most of it. There was things in her page that I liked, and then the rest I did it myself. Like I came up with the idea for it myself. This one I think I also would like to add like gel pen, acrylic paint marker, but like on the dripping stuff, I think it would look so much cooler. But it would have to be like a very like similar shade to the pencil. And then yeah, then this is the other copy. I did this one, this one, this one. This one I've also done one here in the back. Where is it? It's this one with the Brut Funer pastel pencils. And then I have the 2 copies of Small Victories. This one is my first copy, which I use gel pens and pencils and stuff, but I kind of don't like some of the pages, so I was like, let me get a second copy. So I got it from Book Outlet, and I've already done a bit. So I colored the cover, which I kind of regretted, and then this front page here, which I also kind of regretted. I don't know, I wish I would have, yeah, because that's the thing when I get new, because at the time I didn't have soft pastels, so I wish I had used soft pastels with it. But yeah, here's some more inspiration stuff from Coloring Bumblebee, because I always love the way she does her pages and the color scheme she uses, the color palette she uses, and Sometimes like I don't know which colors to use, so I just, if she's colored the page and I like it, I try to like replicate it or at least get inspired by it. But I wrote down yeah. So another one too that she's done that I want to like maybe do similar, or maybe I'll do with the soft pastels, I'm not sure. I've done this one too, which I really like. I don't know if I'll use acrylic paint marker on it or not, but maybe, we'll see. And yeah, so that's all of my Joanna Basford books. Next up, I'm gonna show Eerie's, I think, and then Anna Clarkson, because this video is getting long and my throat is starting to get sore. Okay, so now for Eerie, I have her postcard book, one of them at least. This one, all the pages are different. So I've colored a few of them. I don't know the name. I didn't write it down. I colored this one, and then I colored this one, and I used my Lyra pencils because I had just gotten them from the thrift store. So I haven't finished this one, but yeah, I wrote down the colors. I did it in August, so probably when I first got the book. And then I have 2 copies of her newest book, which is The Magical End of Luramia, I think. And I've only colored this one. I used Crayola markers, and then I kind of started getting bored of the page and not knowing which colors to use, so like I just put random colors here and there just to like finish off the page. I still haven't done the background here because I don't know what color to use. And then I started going with some pencils over it in some spots, but like you can't even tell because they're literally the same color as the Crayola marker. And I don't like how the Crayola marker looks so streaky. But I feel like when I use Crayola or a marker in general, I feel like it looks incomplete unless I go over with pencil. But then I use pencil on top, and you can barely tell the difference. Basically, you barely can tell. But I don't know. I think maybe in this one I'm just gonna keep using Crayola and pencil if I want to. But yeah, I wanted to do over because this book is really pretty. So I was like, let me get a second copy. So this one I'm just gonna color with pencil. And I've also done this page here. Now I have Romantic Country 1, which is here. And I have 3 copies because it was the first Eerie book I got. So I got this copy, which I use Neo colors, and I don't like the way it looks. I've heard other people having the same issue with Neo colors in this paper, so maybe it was the paper. But it looked too streaky and it just didn't look good. So I went in with pencil on top. And that's why the grass, like, it looks patchy. I did the buildings here. I did this, but I haven't finished this part, nor here. I used Prismacolor. Here, I used Prismacolor. But then when I was coloring, sometimes, like, the reds, I was coloring with red, and it would have blue in it. And then that's what happened here, and then it messed up. So I was like, yeah, I need a second copy. And then I went through several pages, and I did, like, the green leaves. But then I was like, nah. And I erased it. It took so fucking long. My hand was hurting afterwards. So yeah, this is just gonna be my practice copy. This one was my mom that colored with marker. Do I have another one? I started coloring this one. I think with Crayola maybe. And then this is the second copy, which I was like, oh, I'm gonna use the second copy to color with marker. And I've colored. I started this one, but I haven't finished. I was using my Ohuhu, so it was bleeding to the other side. I did this one here, which if I had my soft pastels back then, I would have done a background, but now I can't. And I see because I used gel pens, it started to like it started to smudge, and I kind of don't like the colors that I use, like the pink. I don't know. And then I did this one too. I haven't finished. I haven't done that flag. I did this one, but I haven't finished because again my markers are just like starting to fail to dry, so that's it. And then the third copy is this one, which I've colored this one. Kind of don't like how bright the cat looks. I did this one here, and it's starting to come off. It's not good. I kind of don't like the way the colors I used here. I don't know. That one. But if anything, what I could do, I don't know if I color this page in the other copy, because I could just remove it, put it, you know, switch the things. But I think I don't know, I might have colored more. But yeah, so that's Romantic Country Volume 1. And then for Volume 2, I got this copy at first, and I was again using markers. But then obviously the markers started to run out, and I was like not too happy with the pages. I haven't finished this one. I haven't finished this one because I didn't know what colors to use. For the rest, I've done this one, but I didn't know what color the building should be. I did this one, but I didn't know what colors to do the rest. So yeah, this one will probably just be marker and pencil, I don't know. And then I got a second copy, which was this one, but I got it from Indigo, and it's smaller. It's like the paper is way thinner. The images are way smaller too. Like, see, like it's just cut off, which is weird. I have started coloring this page here with pencil, but I haven't like completed it, and the background took me so fucking long in the tree. And then I was like, well, I need a second copy because obviously this one is too small. So I ended up getting it, and this is the second copy. I haven't colored in it. And because Eerie, like especially this first and the second tale, they're the backgrounds, there's things that appear in several pages in books. So things that might appear in this book also appear in maybe the first one, or buildings that appear in the first one appear multiple times in the first book, and I want them all to be cohesive and be the same color, which can be hard because sometimes you don't know if that building is the same one as the other one. But yeah, so there's that. And then I have only one copy of the third tale, which is this one. And I have colored 2 pages. I have colored this one, which maybe I could use my soft pastels on it to do the background, but it's a lot of background, so I'm kind of tempted not to, because it takes kind of a long time. And then I also colored another one. Where is it? Another snow one. And the way I colored the girl here in that page, I want to color her the same way in this one. And I feel this is the one I did. And I feel like in other of her coloring books, it might be the same character, and I feel like I would want to color her the same way because I like the cohesiveness of it. But sometimes it's hard to know, and yeah, and the side is coming off a bit. And then I have her coloring book of, what is it called? Legends? Is it? I think it's Legends. So I did this page, but I haven't finished it because I don't know what colors to use. I used, yeah, Ohuhu markers, and then I went over with pencil. I started this page the other day, and it's based off a tale, like a legend. Gold apples, and you know, I googled what color these flowers usually are, and then I wanted a red dragon, and I thought, oh, the gold apples usually come in the fall, so I was like, okay, I want to do fall leaves. But then I was like, I kind of regret doing fall leaves. I should have just done green leaves, green dragon, and I kind of regret it. And I started getting lazy to do all the leaves, and the dragon is just too long, so I was like, ugh. So I just put down the colors. It's those pencils that are over there, and I haven't finished it. I should finish it. I want to finish this page and this other whip I have, the wolf. I hadn't done the grass, so I used soft pastels just to, you know, do it, because at the time when I did this page I didn't have soft pastels. And I should finish this tree and these other 2 trees. I used Black Widow, so I should finish it. I did this one too, of the Portuguese Gal de Barcelos. And then this mermaids one, I was missing to do like just the tail, and I did the tail today. I finished it, and I added some gel pen details, and that's the only pages I've colored, I think. I've also colored these little ones here, but Oh, and these ones here too, with like acrylic paint marker and some other like random pens. But yeah, I might end up getting a second copy of this book too, not gonna lie. But I don't mind it. It's fine. It's just that they're pretty expensive. They're like 30 something Canadian. So, and they don't go they don't go on sale usually. And then the last two Eerie books I have are the fairy tale ones. So the fairy tale ones, I'm getting a third copy in the mail soon from Amazon because I got, which one did I get first? I don't remember. I got this one first. I used alcohol marker and that's it. I didn't use pencil, I think. Yeah. And then I went in with acrylic paints on some of the details because I had made a mistake, I think. And then like I kind of don't like that, and I want to redo this page, right? So that's and then I also did this one with marker, and it looks really nice. But again, I want to redo this page. This one is also nice, but it's mostly because of the Cinderella one that I got a second page. But this one I really like it. It's really pretty. And then I think I also got inspired by coloring Bumblebee. Yeah, but she used pencils. And then I also did this page with marker, and with marker just so much faster. And then I also did this one, the 12 Dancing Princesses. I also started doing the Rapunzel one, I think. No, there's another one. No, I guess not. But yeah, and then so that's why I got the second copy. And then the second copy, I haven't done the Cinderella one, but I did this Rapunzel one. And I used Crayola. I think it was when I first got the Crayola. That's it. I think I also got inspired by coloring Bumblebee, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of don't like the green. I don't know. I would want to redo this page again. I also started doing her hair here. I do this one. So this one I got inspired by coloring Bumblebee, but I didn't have soft pastels. So I should see, like, I want to redo this page so I can do the soft pastels. But I can't do it on this book because I've colored the page behind it, which is this one. No, where is it? I know I checked and I couldn't. Wait. I don't know where it is. Anyways. But so yeah, I want a do-over. And then on this one I haven't done the glass here because I don't know how to do it. I use Crayola and I use, I think, Prismacolor. So yeah, if I want to redo their dresses too, and so yeah. My voice is really like starting to like give out. And now for the last ones, it's the Anna Carson books, which I only have 4. I want to pre-order her new book though, Tales from the the Castle Ruins or something. So I have the Witch's Cottage, which was the first one I got from her, and I've done the Book Belongs To page. I feel like I've done more. Yeah, I have done more. I've done this one. I'll show more like in depth the pages that I've done on the other video. And then recently I got Tales from the Forest Kingdom and the Merry Christmas book. And then I pre-ordered Halloween from iMusic. And I've also done a few pages in it. So I did this one with soft pastels, the background. This one here, the one right next to it. This one with the mandala. Come on. Oh yeah, so I want to do this in all of my coloring books where like I have a tracker to see how many pages I've colored. So in this one I've colored the title, the Book Belongs To page, and then 3 other pages. This one I've colored only the Book Belongs To page because I got both of these books like on Halloween day. And then this one I've colored maybe like 2 pages, the first 2. And yeah, so those are all my coloring books. There's some other ones that I have in my wish list that I would like to get at some point, but maybe I'll make that a separate video too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So for the next video, I think I want to show my coloring supplies and like where I organize them, and then the video after that can be like starting to show all my completed pages in like each coloring book. So like one video could be my Anna Carson books, another video could be just the Erie books, another video could just be the Corby Rosens, another one could be Joanna Basford's. The ones that I haven't colored as much, it could like multiple books can be in the same video, but yeah, because the videos can get pretty long and I don't edit them, so yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it.